Thank you, Valdis, and good morning. As you know, I've been calling for a few weeks for an economic response that is up to the challenge we face. The worst economic shock since the Great Depression, with devastating consequences for millions of our citizens and businesses. And of course, with the potential to deepen economic and social divergence, the risk of a great fragmentation. So let me start by saying that I'm absolutely convinced that the package presented by the President von der Leyen and agreed in the college yesterday is exactly the strong response that we need. It is solid because also it is based on a solid assessment of the needs from a macro and microeconomic point of view. It is realistic because it is able to be a good basis for the necessary agreement among member states and with the Parliament. The key innovation of the package is the 75 billion recovery instrument, Next Generation EU. And at the centerpiece of Next Generation EU is the Recovery and Resilience Facility just adopted. This facility will offer large-scale financial support for public investments and reforms. It will help member states to both mitigate the economic and social impact of this crisis and address the longer-term challenges. Our aim is to help our member states to become more resilient in the broadest sense. I want to be very clear, this is not about conditionality and intrusion from Brussels. This facility is voluntary. It puts national reform plans center stage. It is about member states taking ownership of strengthening their own growth and social fabric and making it coherent with our priorities. And first of all, the green and digital common transitions. Of course, the grant support is linked to the successful implementation of policies. The member state will formulate its priority in a draft recovery and resilience plan, taking into account the findings of the European semester, as well as national energy and climate plans and just transition plans. When we start implementing this new tool, I want to ensure that we do so as a partnership between each member state and the Commission. It will be a challenge also for us, for the Commission services, to have this new tool and to build this partnership. Member states, as Valdis said, should submit recovery and resilience plans to the Commission in April as an annex to their national reform program, but they can already submit their proposal together with their national draft budget in October. And this would certainly help us to provide support more quickly. So we encourage also this opportunity. Given the obvious need to deploy these funds as swiftly as possible, our proposal specifies that at least 60% of grant money should be legally committed by the end of 2022, with the remainder by the end of 2024. Loan support should be requested by the end of 2024 at the latest. The Commission will assess the plans on the basis of transparent criteria. We look at whether they effectively address the relevant challenges identified in the European semester, and we presented them a couple of weeks ago in our spring session. Two, whether they contribute to strengthening growth potential and resilience and to enhancing cohesion. And three, whether they contain measures that significantly contribute to addressing the green and the digital transitions. Provided that the assessment criteria are fulfilled, the Commission will adopt a decision setting out the financial contribution that the Member State will benefit from, a grant and, if so requested, loan, and the agreed milestones and timetable for implementation. In conclusion, let me say that I think that yesterday was a defining moment for the Commission and I hope for Europe. We often repeat that crises are also giving opportunities. We had an unexpected and terrible crisis. We should never forget its victims, and we should not underestimate its economic consequences. But EU institutions this time reacted fast and strongly, and with the right level of ambition. Those who support the European project, and it's the large majority of our citizens, are asking now to seize the opportunity of next generation EU. Thank you.